In Midnight Sleep by Walt Whitman. In midnight sleep of many a face of anguish, of the look at first of the mortally wounded, of that indescribable look, of the dead on their backs with arms extended wide, I dream, of scenes of nature, fields and mountains, of skies so beauteous after a storm, and at night the moon so unearthly bright, shining sweetly, shining down, where we dig the trenches and gather the heaps, I dream. Long, long have they passed, faces and trenches and fields, where through the carnage I moved with a callous composure, or away from the fallen. Onward I sped at the time, but now of their forms at night, I dream. In the poem In Midnight Sleep there are 4 stanzas with 4 lines per stanza. As shown, the lines vary in length, which means there is not a set number of syllables per line. It ranges from 12 to 19 to 6. The attitude of this poem is very accepting. Walt Whitman recognizes the fact that all of these people have died in the war, but is trying to move on, only thinking of them in his dream. When he says, I dream, he is showing respectfulness, keeping all of those people in his thoughts and dreams. However, the attitude can change to sound almost unsympathetic when he says callous composure. However, in the second stanza, Whitman changes the attitude of the poem. He starts talking about nature. With the sky being so beauteous after the storm. This is used in the middle of the poem to try and bring up the overall tone of the poem. I tried to read the poem in 2 different tones. In the lines I dream, I used a more upbeat tone, trying to sound positive. In the rest of the poem, the tone was darker, showing the full extent of the words used to describe it. In terms of literary devices in this poem, repetition is used throughout the poem in the lines I dream. This is stressing the importance of these dreams. Repetition is used in a lot of Whitman's poems. Whitman also uses alliteration when he says callous composure, when moving away from the fallen soldiers. Whitman also uses these dashes in the middle of his lines. This is similar to a theme used in Emily Dickinson's poems to break up the sentences. The theme of this poem is based around war, the idea of fallen soldiers and having to bury them, the reminder that always keeping these people in our dreams and thoughts. It shows the unfairness of war, talking about the carnage left behind. I feel like Whitman tries to stay positive in the second stanza, but in the first and last stanza, he succumbs to the depressingness of war.